He loves to narrate, doesn't he, Ethan?
You're not Jay.
I'm not Jay. Definitely not Jay. Jay's not here.
Why is Jay
There's
not
nobody here, is there, really? It's well quiet in here today.
here? I mean, Anna might as well not be here anyway.
No, Anna's... No. Ethan's narrating things. No Joe, no Jay. It's just me and you in here.
Yeah. Ethan's literally just narrated us through the entire process of us putting this video live. One, like we care, and two, like he thinks anyone actually is fucking listening to him.
He says short opener, because if you've not noticed, we do a shorter opener now. He says it for every video. It's now just the opener, because short opener doesn't exist.
Get a life, you Geordie maggot.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, fine.
What's your thoughts on Europa League stuff today? Or can we talk any modern football on this? I've not done this since like pre-season stuff. Or
no.
None at all.
Went round my dad's this morning though. He's like, "Hey, you've already took the fucking money on it."
For Europa League or for the
and it was only
Carabao Cup.
It feels like it was only fucking 24 hours ago. He was texting me moaning about
the Carabao Cup. We're playing Villa again.
Because you've opted in. Hey, get in.
Because we played Villa within like 3 times within 2 weeks last year. It was Wolves the season before. What is it with cup games? It's the same teams.
League Cup's gashing it.
But we might...
Eric Ten Hag, it's Manchester United tradition that played in the 21s.
What, in the League Cup? I mean, for Steven Gerrard's... maybe, okay. But Steven Gerrard's the last ever game. That'd be good if we sacked him by beating him 7-0. Because he rotates.
Why is there no media talk about how shit he is?
He
spent a fortune,
and they spent a fortune.
Yeah, prior to him coming in.
So, I mean, he's got to go soon, hasn't he? He's going to go. Lampard's going to go. Could be fun. Could be really funny. What about Klopp though? When does he go? If he doesn't beat Bournemouth this weekend, there's panic.
Genuinely, if they don't beat Bournemouth for gash,
because I've even got
Arsenal look good against them.
I've got last man standing with Liverpool this week because they have to win this week, don't they?
They should win this week.
Salah's got to go a bit mad and done that.
Yeah, they've got to win this week. Yeah. But if they don't,
it's panic there. I mean, some people said before, or even we beat them getting 2 points for their opening 2 games is worse than us getting no points. We were a shambles last year. They were the best team in the world 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's true.
And
there were polls that were suggesting that.
Yeah, and those 2 points...
Even though they won the Arsenal double.
They got 2 points, and they should have been none. Like, Fulham were better than them, and they got a lucky goal with Salah. And then Palace, they went down to 10 men and should have probably got beat.
Palace had a rough start to the season, haven't they? They should have got a lot more points than they have got. And they've been really unfortunate. They were good against Arsenal, didn't deserve to probably lose, I think, against Arsenal. But yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, let's wait and see if they actually balls it up this weekend, because this could be 4-0.
Yeah, and that will be it then, all finished.
Yeah. And they'll probably just be back in the swing of things. Yeah. I'll be amazed if they don't finish top 4, like genuinely amazed. But sometimes when you fall off, and it's, even though you can... Do you know what? In like 2 years' time, if they have fell off this year, in 2 years' time, you'll look back at it and go, yeah, of course they did. They were playing Milner centre mid. They'd got Mane had gone. Van Dijk never recovered from his injury. And it'll all seem obvious in hindsight.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to pick it apart. It's like when you look at United's 2013 season, and it was a last hurrah, but it was games we were able to come back from. The control wasn't there really in games. There was loads of fucking errors and mistakes, and we was relying on... I think Van Persie only had 84 shots that season.
He scored all of them.
Yeah, and well, he scored, was it 24 goals? So he's like a 26% fucking hit rate, 27% hit rate. Unnaturally high percentage of finishes from what he was doing. So you would never have expected him to continue that. You would never have expected United to continue what they did. 3/4 of defence, Rio, Vidic, Evra were essentially done. That's it. I think Rio only played 26 games that year. He even doesn't remember this, right? Because I was like, how did Fergie used to manage you for your last season? He was like, never managed me. Like, managed his, back injury.
25 times,
he played 26 games, I think it was, in the league. Google it. I think I'm right. 26 games in the league, I think he played. He played a bit more in the Cups. But what I think he never played twice in the same week, or started twice in the same week. I think that was the move. And even Rio doesn't remember that happening to him. What does it say?
Let's have a look. 12-13. Come on, let's go on there. Let's get it properly. 12-13. He played 28 games in the Premier League. And... yeah, there's a couple like not in the squad here, not in the squad, on the bench.
Was
FA
26
Cup
starts or 26?
28 appearances, and then there's a lot of on the bench, a lot of not in the squad. All the FA Cup until the 6th round on the bench.
Managed.
EFL Cup not in the squad. Champions League. Let's have a look at that. Champions League on the bench for the Galatasaray game, on the bench for the Braga game. And I reckon if you go back in there, probably Vidic is on the bench for those other two games. It's probably not.
Yeah, because that's where Smalling and Jones and Evans was all getting minutes and getting used and stuff like that. But yeah, so even he forgets that happened to him. Because I spoke to him about that and he was like, what are you on about?
Yeah,
it's like I played every game.
And it was.
No, you didn't.
The Cluj game, you had Evans and Ferdinand as centre-halves, no Vidic. And you're just like, yeah, that's obvious. And the one thing with Liverpool is that the way that it is if you have, they've got Van Dijk, who had that one injury, but he's usually reliable.
So if you have...
But Konate has been injured a lot. He's missed a lot of games.
The problem is he's a good player. If it's Konate and Matip, or Konate and Gomez, or if it's Gomez and Van Dijk, or Matip and Van Dijk, you go, it's fine. I think their best defence partnership, people can have their own opinions. I think it might be Konate and Van Dijk.
Yeah, I think it is.
But as long as one of them, a bit like that, as long as Rio or Vidic is there, Evans, Smalling, Jones were fine because they were managed through the game because everyone else around them was just allowing them to focus on doing their job. When they all disappear, and now it's Evans is standing next to Phil Jones, and they're going, what are we doing then? Yeah.
But it's like, for us, we complain obviously, but we've got 5 centre-halves at the minute in the club. 5 or 6.
On paper.
But Bayer's gone now. But 3 of them are always injured. Varane is always injured. So you get no sympathy when he's out. You get no sympathy when Bayer was injured, and no sympathy when Phil Jones is injured. They're not the greatest players. But if you go into the season with one centre-half and them 3, you know they're going to be injured at some point, and you know you're going to get in this situation. And Matip's been like that. Konate's been like that. Who's the one? Nat Phillips. Gomez. They've all had big injuries. So to say, we're unlucky, well, they're injury-prone players. You've also got Thiago, has been injured quite a bit as well, in midfield.
I hope Fabinho's going through an injury-prone part of his life.
Fabinho's got... There's something not right there. Why didn't play on... Because you knew... When I didn't see him in the lineup, I went, look, Henderson could go on his bit of
I nearly quote-tweeted something, which is like... I think it was Football Daily, and it was like, what do you think about that 11? And I almost tweeted, without Fabinho, we've got a chance. And then I was like, no, just fucking...
I was
don't jinx it.
I looked at it and went, we've got a chance. I was so nervous until Monday night. Like, really nervous. Because I thought, I didn't know how...
Why? I thought the pressure was off us?
Because I thought we were going to beat 6-0. Because I felt that the way that the Brentford game had gone, the Malacia, first minute the ball goes forward and Malacia kind of half chests it and doesn't quite get it back to Martinez. And I just see Salah running and scoring, and I think
Martinez is going to be our player of the year.
He's mint.
Can we call it now? Anyone agree, disagree, phone a friend?
I love
If we were
Martinez.
taking bets now,
I love
if
Martinez.
he stays fit, he is going to be our player of the year, I reckon. Unless someone scores 40 goals.
Well, the one that might not score 40 goals but score a lot of goals was maybe Martial. Could have done that. He's injured. Don't know whether Rashford. I said pre-season I went Sancho will have a good year, but depends. That lull he's had them first 2 games. He looked good against Liverpool, but he could kick on and do it. Casemiro as well. Like if the thing is, if he comes in and all of a sudden we look incredible against Southampton, and you've got Eriksen doesn't have to come back, Bruno's up there in full control. Say if he puts similar team out to what he played against Brentford, where the only change is Casemiro really, where he has to maybe start Ronaldo because Martial's out, and we look really good because he just controls things and he sweeps up and does all that, he will get, that'll be it. It won't matter how good Martinez is. Casemiro will be the one that has changed everything.
Maybe, yeah, but I just there's a attitude to the way he plays. You see him smacking the ground after we won.
Yeah,
I'm into that.
Yeah, I seen him celebrating every block and things like that. You need defenders like that again.
A defender's defender.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you like doing? Hurting people.
Yeah.
Sometimes winning the ball.
When he went into Salah in the first few minutes and then just walked into him, I was like, yeah.
Well, I was clocking. Anytime the referee looked away, he was 2-hand shoving him.
That's what he should do.
And I was like, he's just trying to get in his fucking head.
That's what the lad did to Nunes the other night. It's what you need to do when you're playing against
But when was the last time we had a fucking clever little shithouse like that?
Herrera.
Yeah, but he wasn't even that physical with it. He was a good little shithouse, but his little shithouse he would dive at the perfect times, or like he reminds me of Cam for us.
But I think
he's
Martinez
a dick, but he's low key intelligent.
But I think Martinez does that because you see him last few minutes of the game. He got that little shove, went down as if he'd been shot. They're the worst players. They're the worst.
Well,
ones
that's
to
what
do.
Thingy did, didn't he, against Nunes? When he just fucking brushes him and he goes, he literally went down in slow motion. It was fucking poetic.
We have got some super chats. We'll go into them. Peter Knight, seeing as every club watches these scout reports, can you do another report for a striker but send it direct to United? We need a striker. We're not getting one, are we? We're getting Anthony if Anthony or Gakpo. Give me the two.
I don't think we're getting a striker. I mean, there's that little report going around, isn't there? We talk about it. I actually go into a bit of a rant on it. Transfer reviews out later today. There's a couple of little tidbits in there. One of them is I actually did send a scout report to United, not one of my videos. That's a bit sad, isn't it? But no, I actually spoke to somebody at United. Excuse me, watch my video, please, and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I actually spoke to someone about United. I guess technically off the record about a player, let's just say. I'll tell you who the player is in transfer review, so go watch transfer review later. The answer that came back from United was that they didn't think he was good. Now, that player moved this window, and that player's smashing it wherever he's gone. But people say about Joe, that's the only time, I think it's the only time anyway, that I've done it where I felt so strongly about one of the scout, because we do scout reports all the time, and quite often I'll do it. Someone even messages like, "Why have you even done this? We're not linked." I was like, "That's literally what I do. I try and find good players that I think would suit what we're trying to do, and do a video on them." And we did it about this one kid, and I felt really strongly about it. And I don't do this often, but I thought I'm going to try and see what the club actually think about him here, and I talk about it later in the in transfer review, so it's worth checking out. What the fuck was I trying to say beforehand?
Rio.
Oh no, striker. Yeah, striker. So fucking. I talk about this in transfer review. George Mendes trying to pimp Ronaldo out, but also trying to play the other side. So he's trying to like line up deals for like Victor Osimhen to come to United, so he can fucking send Ronaldo over there. And you just think United should have more control over our transfers than YouTubers or fucking agents. Do you like this player?
I like Casemiro. But you're not telling me it wasn't United phoning Madrid going, "Do you want Ronaldo back?" That's that. And while I'm here,
I don't know.
You know, like Casemiro, because it seems
look
like
at
that's
who
been
signed.
the case.
We've signed Casemiro. Who scouted him?
Again, it's a FIFA signing, isn't it? It's
a little bit. Yeah.
And the good news is now we've actually just gone and got, well, he's the best in the world, and let's sign him, which makes sense. That one makes sense to me. Like, it's one of them. There's some FIFA signings we've done in the past, fucking Wan-Bissaka. And you go, okay, well, everyone's told you about that. It's not. But Casemiro is the best in the world available. There's no one else available that fits that. Kante's not that player. You're not getting Fabinho. You're not getting.
No,
Rodri.
it's just that he's 30. It's a little bit of a.
Yeah, of course it is. Still the best in the.
They haven't really done well with signings around 30.
No, they've not. But you're hoping. A couple more super chats. British Priscilla said, "Can you get a shout out for Leon Rocky Edwards?"
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
And also says, "Love how upset Martinez was with himself for the mistake," which is what you want. You know,
player of the year, called it August.
Yeah, I fancy it. I fancy him to be player of the year. Before we go any further, let's talk about today's sponsor on today's. We've got a new one for us.
It's a good one, though.
Green King Pubs. This show is brought to you by Green King, your home of pub sport with over 900 sport pubs across the country. Green King is where the fans go, showing every broadcast of game for your club. Head down to your nearest pub and you can enjoy live sporting events from BT and Sky Sports on tap. United are on tomorrow, away. I'm not going down Southampton because you've had to leave at what? Now. I did. Someone offered me tickets. I went for it. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
I've drove it twice.
No chance. No chance am I doing that on a Saturday morning.
It's not good.
No.
It's a long
because then you've got to not drink all
One
day.
of them was the last game of the season. Remember that one? We did a conga and that for it. It's a long drive.
It's a long drive. So watching that, I've got this Green King Pub literally
for
at the end
draw.
Don't do that. Don't talk about that. No. There's a Green King called literally at the end of my road, so I'm going to probably just go in there and do it like that. And if you download the Green King season ticket app, you can receive a free drink when you register and 10% off a great range of drinks 1 hour before, during, and after.
See that?
any
No,
match.
listen, you're not paying attention to that there. You're getting a free drink for installing an app, right? We've had loads of sponsors on here. I don't recall any of them ever giving you a free pint just for putting an app on.
There's more of that. So if you do it, download the app. The links are in the description to the App Store and Google Play. If you've got anything else, just search for Season Ticket and you'll find it. Download it, and when you're registered, use the promo code Paddock in all caps. And as a listener of The Brew, you'll get an additional £5 off when you spend 15 quid on drinks, which is pretty fucking good.
It's like 25% off.
It's like 25% off that.
Actually, it's more like
so
33%
you get a free drink and you sign up, which is pretty good. You get 10% off before joining after, and if you spend 15 quid, you get £5 off as well. So go and download the app.
In terms of some of the sponsors that we've had, this is
I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm going to go and do that tomorrow.
I might have to try and do the first half. Is there one where we're playing tomorrow?
Yeah, there's one literally. You're in Crew tomorrow, aren't you? So you go on the app, on my website, at Green King, find where it is, and there's literally one 5 minutes away from where you're playing tomorrow. So you go and do that in the first half. You have to have Diet Coke, though, for you.
I can drink.
You can.
We kick off at 1:45, so I get the first half in.
There you go. Perfect.
Let Josh run the warm-up.
There you go. You don't need to
All I got to do the shouty bit, and then and then fucking get out.
So go and do that. Go and click the link in the description. Download the app, all that good stuff. Use code Paddock. Get involved with Green King Pubs.
They've told us if we do 1 million installs of the app that they'll name a pub after Alex and me.
Yeah,
that may or may not be the truth.
That may or may not be the truth. I'll have to double check with that.
I think actually if we get 1 million installs, they'll probably do it though.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
yeah. All right, let's get 1 million installs, and we're calling one of the pubs up the fucking Paddock.
Yeah, there you go. Even, do you know what? Patterson said the pub over from the road from his new house is a Green King one. So he's going there tomorrow. I'm going to go with him. She's about that. No.
For a 12 o'clock kickoff.
And then he said, I'll tell you, he wanted to watch the KSI fight.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow night.
Get some fucking mates.
Exactly. Moving swiftly on from that. Anthony, should we talk about Anthony? Do you want to talk about that one or the other one?
No, go on. Let's read the rest of the super chat.
Brian Casey, Steve called it 3 weeks ago. Our new captain, Martinez. I'm not sure he'll get captaincy because I think he'll give it to Varane or Bruno. I think Bruno's the one. But if Varane stays fit, that's an easy one.
Why?
Because he's won everything.
Why?
And he looked good. I think, there you go. Or Bruno. You can't give it De Gea.
Martinez has also worked with him for longer.
He has, but he's not been in the squad for longer. And I think if you're someone like Bruno that's been there a little bit...
because you don't know what he's like at training. We'll have to ask Cam.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Cam. But
I think he was filming that one today, looking at the way he shared it. The Garnacho goal that's kind of gone viral.
That's what he usually does.
I think Cam's filmed that.
Yeah, he has. But, I mean, you've got Martin... you reckon? I don't think he's going to be captain.
Do you reckon he's out the squad this weekend because he's got a pulley ankle, right? Do you reckon he's out there telling them, yeah, pulley ankle?
He's definitely told someone. He's told 45 people he cut his head open. And that was the day after.
That was a Patreon game.
Yeah, the Patreon game. Cut my head open, you know. I'm sure he told Rio when he first walked in. Literally every time he speaks to someone, I'll cut my head open here. And George Holloway, what is bigger achievement this season, winning the FA Cup or top four?
Oh, it's always the league.
Yeah.
It's always the league. Unfortunately, the fourth place has become an achievement, like an actual recognisable achievement. Coming fourth is shit in it, really, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Well done, you were third loser.
I think the trophy gives you a bit more with the media. I think
trophies are fun. Cup finals are fucking great.
But in terms of the media...
Trips out to Wembley are brilliant.
I think that...
We literally sacked Louis van Gaal the 91 one. Anyway, gives that.
I think it saved Arteta.
To her in the corner there. She's got some paperwork for you to sign.
I think it saved Arteta because, I mean, we gave him a hard time.
Oh, yeah, but we're a big club.
I know, but the FA Cup saved him. And I think it would have... Not Louis, because there was that option, but I don't think we've got that option anymore. You didn't have that... You only just about had Ten Hag as the option. Didn't really have him as the option to come in after this Solly.
Who's United's next manager?
Wayne Rooney. No, it's not Wayne Rooney. Don't be daft.
Rude. I mean, actually, Rooney did a sensational job, but his win rate's like 27%, you know.
He's also done it in... I don't know. I think...
MLS is a weird move, innit? Because no one was saying he can't take another job in England until he goes to the MLS and proves himself. Like, that wasn't a box that anyone wanted ticking, was it? What he did at Derby, mega.
Yep.
I think he'd earned the right to either go to a mid-table Premier League team or a team expected to promote out of the Championship with a bit of cash. That would, just someone who maybe just been relegated from the Prem, get us back up. I think if he'd have done that, because then he's proved he can fight against relegation and get results against the odds? All right, there's a box ticked. Can you now go and dominate games that you're supposed to dominate games and win with a bit of flair? Okay, there's that box ticked. If he could have done that, I think there'd have been top 6 options for him.
You need a good... I think the one thing is you look at... I mean, 2 clubs we played start of the season, Brentford and Brighton. You need someone like that because they were never... They've spent money, but they never got when... They're the big spenders in the championship.
No, they're the teams that are getting more than the sum of their parts.
But they are ones that when we're going to back a manager and allow him to play some football. And whatever they do, however they do it,
and
they'll do it.
Even Southampton to a degree. They've not really spent, but they've... Howson Alex had some absolute shaggings.
He's had 2 9-0s. He's still in the job.
That's madness, isn't it?
And he could have had a third, I reckon.
He's walked back in work on Monday morning, hasn't he? With an extra bag. Just on the off chance, I need to empty this fucking locker out today. What's that? Chairman wants to see you. I bet he fucking does. And he's like, should we go and have some lunch? And you're like, yeah, you pay him.
Oh, it's bad, that one.
So, like, Wayne Rooney's... It might be Wayne Rooney, but I don't think his reputation gets enhanced by going to the MLS. Yeah. I think it was... The next move for him, and I got to be honest as well, after what he did at Derby and after the way Frank Lampard ended that season, how Everton didn't fucking drag Frank Lampard out and put a bullet in him and go and bring Rooney in, I don't know.
I don't know. I think that would have been the play. And it also would have given Rooney and that board more time as well. Because I think with Lampard, you made that decision of, this is what we've signed, this is our new thing. And it's not working. Whereas if you brought Rooney in, the Gordon signing would have made, if he'd have been the one going after that, you go, okay, we've seen what he's done in the past, signing players you didn't really expect us to get, and or whatever. You're gone, I'll back him. I'll let him do that. I'll let him sign some different players and stuff. But I just think Lampard, I'm not sure. We've got another super chat here. You think this is for Abhinav Werner? You think Casemiro guy we signed is any good? He's fucking amazing. I still think it's one of the best signs we could have done. In that position.
Ethan's just put that on there. So Ethan's wrote this. Funny story. Eric Ten Hag refused to speak to Sky Sports reporter Gary Cottrell at today's press conference after he was hounded by the journalist at Crystal Palace last season.
Is that a funny story?
Why? Last season?
Yeah, the end of last... Do you not remember? End of last season when Ten Hag watched the Palace game and got battered. Gary Cottrell went over to him and was like, can you give us a word? Can you give us a word? And he went, no. No, I'm not speaking to you. And
is he the guy that started crying on camera, basically, be like, he pied me?
Yeah.
Now I remember.
So he's not spoken to him. I think it's actually quite a good story, that, for Ethan. That I'm quite happy that he's doing that.
Is it a funny story, though, Ethan?
Not funny.
You need to get some fucking mates, Ethan. Not a funny story, is it?
It's harsh, that. You're being harsh. David McKenna, welcome to the Academy. This is a bit harsh on poor Ethan, that.
Oh, wait, so have you edited Pocahontas into that video later?
I've left it. Oh, no, I will do that, though,
yeah.
I was verbally abused by Pocahontas today.
You had some...
or a gentleman dressed as Pocahontas.
Did you have some cricket fans go past you today?
Yeah.
I've seen bits of it.
Might as well be Warwickshire.
Speaking of this, by the way, have you seen who we've drawn in the cup? You seen that team? Yeah. It's like a Cypriot team. Do you know the managed by?
Henningberg?
Nope, not anymore.
Did he used to be managed by Henningberg?
Yes, they did. Do you know the managed by now?
Oh. Shit, no, I do know, but I have forgot.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to point to their logo, Stephen. It's a green little clover. They play in green. Come on, you got to get it. Neil Lennon.
Are they?
He might as well be Celtic.
Right. He might as well be using Factor fucking 50 coaching out in Cyprus. How's he coaching Cyprus?
I don't know.
Henningberg's a pale fella as well.
He's done well there. He's done well to get that job. In terms of jobs...
I mean, he's definitely sticking down a path there, isn't he?
Yeah. He's just kind of gone...
College you're playing?
Celtic.
You're a fuck. All right.
Green. He's done. There you go. Is Neil Lennon building Celtic 2.0? I've just had that message in as well.
That Adam Patterson.
Definitely is, yeah.
Fuck off, Adam.
Amazing.
I thought ammonia was what made you piss smell.
I think ammonia? I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's not the worst draw. Sheriff's not a good one. It's a long way, that, isn't it?
Why is the badge a gold star?
I don't get why there's
a gold star
stars.
above it.
I honestly don't know.
And then it's got a knockoff Champions League badge in the middle of it. Fucking Sheriff. Only heard of him the other year when they played Real Madrid. I had to proper Google them then. I don't even know who they are now. Where did he play? Is it Hungary?
No, I don't know. This is bad. We should know these things. Let me have a look. Sheriff.
This is pure Europa League, isn't it?
Sheriff is Moldova.
Moldova, of course it is. Fucking course it is.
I don't want to go to Moldova for an away game. Really? Do you?
No.
No.
Cyprus, though.
Cyprus sounds amazing.
Do you know what, though? Us and 40,000 United fans have gone like, overdrawn. Where are they from? Cyprus. Iron Apple, lad.
That's literally what people will be doing.
Yeah, the problem is, Iron Apple shuts in September, lad. When do we play them?
October, probably.
Yeah, be short.
But there's got to be some...
I went to a wedding in Cyprus.
Beach.
One of my aunties is Cypriot. Went to a wedding in Cyprus in November. Oh, fucking Iron Apple. There was more people in this fucking room than there was in that square. It was fucking double
Is it warm,
dead.
though?
Oh, yeah, it's hot.
Well, there you go.
You got to dig your feet in on the beach. Cyprus is one of them places that
There's
just
going to
gets
be
hot.
50,000 people there.
Oh, yeah.
Without tickets.
And I might be one of them.
And yeah, I've already looked at it.
I might be one of them.
The watch along might not happen for that game.
The watch along might be
on the beach in Cyprus.
From Paphos Beach.
Because why not? There's that, and then there's...
When else are we going to get to go and play a team in Cyprus? It's like the day we draw a beefer, there'll be more United fans and Mancunians in a beefer than there's ever been. People are like, you got a ticket?
You know
what for?
There was a reason why. Let me have a look at this. I'm sure the Conference League final this year...
Oh, shit. Speaking of which, do you remember Stan that played for Paddock last year?
No, but go on.
Bald fella, Bulgarian.
Yes, I do remember that.
Right? A fucking player, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So Stan's whole fucking situation, how he came to play for Paddock was he couldn't get a work permit in a nutshell. So Morecambe tried to sign him.
Yep.
Thanks to Brexit, they couldn't fucking sign him. So they was like, all right, we'll send him on loan to Staley Bridge while he figures out his work situation and all the rest of it. Staley Bridge was like, yeah, we the same rules as you, knobheads.
Because we're semi-pro, so there's nothing we can do.
We can't employ him either. So they were like, so we know some people, and they was like, right, sign him on for Paddock. So we signed him on for Paddock. He played 2 or 3 games for us. He was fucking unreal. Absolute baller. Yeah, he went out to Bulgaria because I think he got offered a pro contract in their top flight division.
And you want to stay at Paddock? Mad.
Yeah, for some reason he didn't want to stay paying 35 quid a month at Paddock instead of being a fully professional in his home country. So then after that, he's no longer playing in Bulgaria. Guess who he's playing for?
Sheriff?
Not Sheriff.
Someone in the Europa Conference League.
Ibiza. He's playing for Ibiza FC, who drew Barcelona, didn't he, in the cup last year?
They did. That's some...
I need to go watch Stan.
I think you
What
did.
a fucking session that is.
That was it. The Europa Conference League final this year is in Prague. That's why every United fan was like, do you know what?
Go on then,
if we end up doing it, let's just go and do it. Can we get knocked out and end up in that? Where's the Europa League final? Somewhere. It's going to be somewhere crap in it. It's not going to be good as Prague.
Why do I feel like it's Glasgow?
Have you seen that group, by the way, in the Champions League? There was one, I didn't pay attention to too much of it. Napoli, Ajax, Liverpool, Rangers. Europa League final this year is in Budapest.
Budapest's not bad.
That's not a bad one.
That's not bad.
That's not a bad one.
That's not bad.
I mean, that's not a bad trip. But yeah, that's not going to be good, that group, is it? Not going to be good. Budapest.
That's an unfortunate group, that is.
It's an unfortunate group.
What's the commento say?
Let's have a look. It's a sheriff badge for sure. That's what it is. Sheriff's badge. That's what it is. It's a sheriff badge.
No, I got the sheriff's badge bit, but why is there 2 of them? Why is there another gold
Well,
star?
they've won something, obviously, haven't they?
What?
City had 3 on the top of theirs for years for no reason whatsoever.
That was a design
You can do what you want. I put star there. Cool.
Ammonia have got 2.
More you've got 2. They've won the league twice.
They're off clip art, them ones.
Yeah. They definitely are as well, aren't they? Who does badges at football clubs and goes... But if you're in that, if you're the graphic designer for Sheriff, you never thought...
How shit is that flag? That's a shit flag, that,
That's
innit?
been that for a while, though,
I
hasn't
know,
it?
but it's well shit, innit?
I don't know. But whoever the graphic designer is for them clubs, they never thought they're going to be in a club, Manchester United, and 2 knobheads on YouTube are going to be pointing at them for the rest of the
is all right, apart from that.
Yeah.
Sheriff's is straight clip art. That's
is.
fucking terrible.
It's mad.
I mean, even the font for the name, they've half-arsed the shit out of that, haven't they?
So we're going to play the youngsters in the group
I've
stage.
got an interesting one for you.
Okay. I was trying to get back on.
Salford's badge
is
a rip-off of the Premier League logo from a few years ago.
Oh, yeah, they had to do a full legal thing with it, didn't they?
Did they?
Oh, yeah. You know, remember Gary Neville did that interview with the Premier League. Who was the Premier League main man, or used to be? Scudamore. He did that. And the cut that they did out of it, the bit of a jokey bit, was, you stop suing me now for me badge.
No way.
Because they did say, that's ours, that.
Yeah, I clocked it. Hang on, it's literally the same fucking lion.
Jedi Master Tom said, Sheriff are actually from Transnistria, a pro-Russian separatist enclave between Romania and Moldova. Right.
Banging away that this year, then, isn't it?
No. No.
Go get the camo.
Steve's going to be going to Sheriff with his helmet on and everything. It is going to be you. Come on, I'll put this on there. That doesn't sound like a good place to go. No.
Eastern Europe is a funky gaff, innit?
You just, yeah, I've not been over there, and I don't know, it's never gone, yeah, we'll go over there for a trip. I did fancy Astana because it was miles away. We did fancy that. Remember when we were trying to figure out getting a camper van there and driving
Camper van. It was a fucking ice cream van.
Ice cream van, sorry, it was. Ice cream van.
Do you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to go and do the full noddy, like hazmat suits.
Yeah.
I wanted to go and do crossbar challenge in Chernobyl.
This was my internship for here. Can you research whether we can get an ice cream van
How many rules
Chernobyl?
were we going to break for doing this?
Yeah.
And we was going to do I had some shots in my head that I was going to do. We need to get back. One, we need to get Joe back to not being the super chat reader guy and actually have some personality. The fucking boring fuck. Need to make him single again, actually, as well. Let's go and break that relationship up, right? Because he's way more fun when he's single, right? And one of the things I was going to do was I was going to use a Kajor glow stick.
Yeah.
I was going to pretend to have a piss with Vingy while we was in Chernobyl.
Yeah,
So that was a visual I had in my head.
We
need to make fun videos like that.
We do, but driving to Kazakhstan wasn't the best idea. It was 14 hours once you hit Russia.
Yeah. Long way, like.
Long way.
You have to get, like, a fast ice cream van.
Imagine the paperwork right now with Brexit, with this ice cream van, with 4 people and a camera in the back.
So where are you going?
We're going to Astana, mate, with an ice cream van.
What's them hazmat suits for?
Well, we're going to Chernobyl on the way. Why wouldn't you do?
Kinky sex games.
And why have you got a 5-a-side football pitch built in as well? Either. So we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. But, God, Moldova? No.
I don't even know where Moldova is.
Neither do I. Not.
I'm going to be honest.
I'm not good with
I'm pretty good at geography.
I'm not.
I haven't got a fucking Scooby where Moldova is.
It's too far. So whatever it is, I'm not fancy it. Prague is Eastern Europe too. I know, but there's a lot of holiday destinations. Like Budapest and Prague, you're going to go there. Like a different town in Moldova, you don't go.
Yeah, 2 towns over, though, from Prague, you're getting into, like,
it was a nightmare getting
Eastern European
version of nightmare getting to the airport in Oslo. It was a 2-hour bus journey from the airport in Oslo to get there.
I don't mind getting lost in fucked up places. I'm
Oslo was mad. Oslo was expensive.
Drove round Oman for a bit. That was a bit on top.
Why? In the army?
Yeah, I was in the army, yeah.
Right, okay. You weren't just there. You weren't just deciding that.
No, it wasn't. No. Well, it was a day off.
Ammonia won the league 21 times, 1 star per 10 championships. 21 times.
That adds up.
Yeah.
Still looks like clip art, though.
It does. It does. Yeah. Good afternoon, guys. Keep doing the good work. We are doing some good work here. It's great fun. What else are we doing? Transfer review was great today, apparently.
Oh, fucking cricket widgets. Honestly, they make golf widgets look fucking good.
Cricket is 10 times worse than golf. Don't get what anyone says.
I'll give you a sneak peek on one of the lines that I had to use off the cuff today.
Go on.
Like, how shit is your sport when you're like, right, got my phone, match ticket, keys, wallet, fancy dress.
It's never fancy dresses to a sporting event.
A guy was dressed as Pocahontas with thick face paint. Which I don't even know if you can do that anymore, for one.
No.
And for two, was trying to heckle me. What did he even say, Ethan? Can you remember?
Save it for the video. Save it for the video.
I don't know if you can hear, you won't be able to hear it on the mic, I don't think.
Don't worry.
What did he say?
I'll make him subtitle it.
Oh, yeah, he was shouting Glazers in.
Have you seen the thing they do?
I can't remember what
Have you seen what they do with the cups at cricket? Stack them all up, see how high they can get it.
Do you know how bored you've got to be to do that?
I don't get. Just go to the pub.
Yeah.
Why do you have to spend 50 quid to not watch the sport you're watching?
To make a tower out of plastic cups. Bore off.
Wow,
Or
don't
watch
go.
a sport more exciting, like fucking grass growing.
But if you don't want to, don't go. Don't go. Pub, watch it. People there, warm there. Or
Put the fucking alerts on your phone. Oh, we won.
You won.
Saved 8 hours.
Someone's hit the ball. Because that's... Been to Budapest, Sam said, been to Budapest a few times, about 80p a pint. Right, we're going.
Wait, what?
It's 80p a pint.
80 pence a pint?
In Budapest.
Hey, I was looking at how much fuel prices are in other places and stuff like that, right?
Right, because what are you going to do, bring it back with you?
Maybe. Shit's dear. I think Was it Iran?
Iran.
Iran and Libya.
Right.
Famously sound places to go, obviously. I think it was 3p a litre.
What?
So I was doing some quick maths. How much does a tanker cost? Can I bring home 25,000 litres for personal use? Where would I store it? Who's got a tanker?
I mean, you could claim it's personal use, definitely. You go, well,
You definitely
I'm using
could.
that. I'm not selling it. Trust me. I'm keeping that.
Yeah.
No, you're not doing it.
3p a litre.
It's mad, that, isn't it?
It's a couple of days' drive, though.
A couple of days. It's more than a couple of days, isn't it, to Iran?
Well, yeah.
How many? How many do you
It's a
reckon?
couple, innit?
A couple.
Are we doing rolling changes? I did that actually driving through Oman.
Right.
Where you're driving along like this, right? And then your mate's sitting next to you. And you're driving along like this. And you have to stand up. Ready? And he slides in underneath you and then you fucking dive out of the way like that. Because you're in fucking convoy for like
I'm
12
so
hours.
happy we didn't go in that ice cream van. We'd have been lost.
Pissing out the window as well.
What?
Can't stop.
You can.
No, you can't.
You can pull over.
Done some fucking drives as well where you've just been driving for so long. Like, why has that truck in front of me turned into a dragon?
Alan's made a good point. I don't want cricket fans at the pub, to be honest. And that's right. You don't want that. You don't want that. Should we actually talk about Anthony Martial a little bit?
No, I don't want to.
It's 67 hours drive to Iran from the studio.
Yeah, a couple of days.
Nice. Anthony Martial.
What about in a tanker?
So add another 50 hours on that, or 20 hours.
Limited to 55, I think.
Oh, jeez. That's got his class one. Do you have your class one?
Yeah.
Right. Of course you do.
I could drive anything.
Anything.
Literally, the back of my license is full. I can drive anything.
Does it have tanks on the back of your
No,
license?
I can't. Yeah, I think that's a. Is that a H? I think I can't
How
drive.
the fuck will I know?
I can't drive track vehicles, so I can't. But who the fuck's got a track vehicle? It's only like a 2-week course if I'm over to it though.
You are, man. Come on, let's talk about Anthony Martial a little bit.
Oh, let me see what the comments are saying.
Go on, I'll talk about Anthony Martial whilst you think. He's out. We're going to have to start Ronaldo tomorrow. Has to be. Against Southampton.
Rashford and Garnacho. Let's do it.
He's not going to do that though, is he?
Weston Manx says City have had a star for every division they played in.
Maybe they have. Maybe that was it.
Matt Wicks, this is going to be a bit darker than you think it is.
Oh, no.
He says, did you ever learn any bits of local language or were there just too many? Yeah, it was
no.
usually get on the floor and show me your hands. It wasn't really much more to it than that. Jed says, I think Ronaldo was going to start anyway. I'm not sure he was, you know.
No, I think it would have been Martial.
Slack says, can you drive emergency blue vehicles with blue lights legally? Yes, I was blue light trained.
Wait.
I was, yeah. You treat red lights like junctions.
Is that it? Is that the training?
Pretty much. Well, pretty much, yeah. That's it. You're technically not allowed to speed, but you just, yeah. You're not allowed to go over the speed limit. Speed limit's still in place, and you get to, the only difference is you get to treat red lights like junctions.
But is that for...
So even if... So you
Is
see
there
like,
different emergency vehicles for, like, police? There's got to be.
Potentially,
There's got to be another
yeah.
one on top of that.
So I guess if you was like... Do you know when you see them going on the wrong side of the road to get
Yeah.
around lights and stuff? I don't think that's... I'm reading these.
I know you are.
I don't think that's
You at
legal.
Moss tonight?
Yes, we're at Moss tonight. Philip says, so are Sheriff playing games at home or are they playing in Poland or somewhere like Shakhtar are?
Don't know, because they're in Moldova, but obviously this Russian thing...
The whole
isn't.
potential World War III thing.
Yeah, and also this Russian enclave thing of what it is might mean it's something different, but I don't know. Where did they do... No, they were in the Champions League. Was it last year in the Champions League?
Can't remember.
No, it was
It was
done
the year
by
before,
that.
I think.
Yeah.
Ben says, is Ronaldo toxic and wants to leave 100% accurate news or is this another media spinning tales? We'll never know, to be honest.
You'll never know, but the clips that, again, I've seen people say the media don't share this, but there's a lot of Ronaldo around that team before the first game of the season, going over to every starter, come on lads, up for it today. Ronaldo is too vain to like make it worse for the team. He might submissive, whatever, do it for the team where give me the ball more and people start playing bad and things like that.
Yeah, and I
But
think...
I don't think he ever goes into it going, I'm going to make this a fucking shit show so we lose games.
No.
He's doing everything he can to try and win that.
Or to make him be better.
Yeah,
or
to make him be better.
even almost.
Yeah, he'll never do that. And I think that he's definitely... I don't think he's been negative around the players. I don't think he would do that to people, things like that. And all these reports of him going up to Maguire and stuff, he probably does it by like not talking to him that much and things like that. I reckon he's like that, and maybe the rumours of him, I'm going to go and sit on my own because I don't really like you lot. That might be a thing.
Nog says, I, unironically, like the game of cricket itself. Long-form cricket is very, very tactical and all about the small margins. You may not believe this, but I got into an argument with someone on Twitter who told me that cricket is tactical because of the weather. And I was like, what the fucking hell? Is it tactical?
It is.
The weather is a factor, but the weather is a factor in every outdoor fucking sport.
Yeah, but what you've got to do, Steve, is when they do the toss, they've got to know what the weather's going to be.
All right, yeah, because no football team has ever gone, there's the sun in that keeper's eyes. We're going that way.
That's the element to it. Is you look at it and go, might going to rain tomorrow, so we'll bat now. Like, that's what it is. It's
cricket isn't tactical because of the fucking weather. It's an element in it, like it is in every. Like in rugby, if it's a little bit rainy, you're fucking up the jump rate a little bit more. You're not going to try having a passing game when it's pissing down.
Another thing is, it
just
can't be
a
that.
factor. It's not
It can't be
tactical
that
'cause of weather.
tactical because they don't play when it rains. They go off we go. It's done.
There you go. How tactical is it? We're going for a fucking butty.
People saying, what's the update on Anthony? Not signed yet, and if we do sign him, we'll spend a lot of money on him.
A lot of cash.
And I don't think I think that they're going to make it difficult because I think Chelsea are making it difficult for them to sign Ziyech by saying we want 44 million euros for it. And then because Chelsea know that him sitting on the bench for us is better than him going to Ajax, which means that they get Anthony, who's a good player, and makes them better. They know what they're doing. And they don't need to sell Chelsea. I don't think these new owners are like, we need to make loads of cash.
No, Chelsea are doing a fucking nuts this year. They're doing some absolutely bonkers stuff. Rico says, what's the odds on winning the Champions League? United have got to be one of the favourites, I would imagine.
Champions League? Fucking
Sorry,
hope not.
Europa League.
It's probably between us and Arsenal.
I reckon.
I think we've got a better. I think we'll be odds on to win it, aren't we?
Oh.
Go on, what's this?
Big Scruff says Rooney's management career will be a backwards trajectory of his playing career, so he will end up at United. Don't remember ending. Oh no, he did play for Derby, didn't
he? He did. Derby, did he retire at Derby?
Yeah.
DC United. Everton.
Everton next.
United.
And then Everton again. What, mate? Get the odds on that, because if the sequence for all that to happen is kind of fucking bonkers, but the timelines might check out.
You've got to put a quid on that, haven't you?
At least.
Just in case. Now you've said it.
Now you've said it and we dissected it and we all went...
He's not playing anywhere else? Didn't do anything else weird, didn't he? Didn't do any weird loan in between Everton and DC. That was it.
I don't think so, no.
Because the Derby thing was mad at the start.
It was.
That is weird. Let's have a look at it from now. I'll sign a contract already knowing United weren't close to what they used to be. Did they really think he'd take us to the next level above? I think he thought we were going to be trying to win the league last year.
Knob.
He did.
What sort of a fucking line did George Mendes spin? He must have some fucking primo pillow talk.
I still think there might have been a case of we could cup run our way to a Champions League game, mate.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's always on the cards. And that's the thing is, with cups, I was doing a XG yesterday with Ronnie, and he's like, I think we should just go win the Europa League.
What? You can't. Like, Frankfurt weren't the best team in the Europa League last year.
Well, there's only 48 games to win to do
West Ham had a great run in the Europa League last year, played some amazing stuff.
Eli in the comments says it's actually 2.5 litre. 2.5p a litre, actually, and it's a 3-day drive. Soz. But do you know what I mean? 25,000 litres in one of them big bastard tankers. Do you about 6 months, that, won't it?
And then you get to Dover and they go, you have to turn around, mate. That's ours.
Oh, you owe us £1 a litre. Oh, bastard. Not saving much money here.
No, not in the slightest. No, but West Ham last year had a really good run in it, and still they got knocked out in the semi-final, and they were all right in the semi-final. But it's cup football. United have been the best team in cups loads of times and not won them. And United haven't been the best. When we won the Europa League, got battered by, was it Celta Vigo? Shouldn't have beat them. Rashford scored that free kick, and then what's his name missed that sitter in the last kick of the game. Swedish lad used to play for City. John Guidetti.
Yeah.
Like that happens and you're out, done, finished. And
that's it. Cups, you need a big dose of luck. Whereas leagues, no one's ever won a league and you've gone, how the fuck have you won that? Like generally, you win the league, you've earned it.
Chelsea win the Champions League. The 2 times they won the Champions League, they finished 7th and 4th last year, and they finished 4th in a worse circumstance the way we finished 2nd. They finished 4th because everyone was really shit. And they've won the Champions League when they've done that. They're the same as that. United, the one thing I've said about United watching me against Liverpool is that we've got a cup run on us because we can do that to a team. is Ten Hag can get this lot up for one game at
I
a time.
agree. I think you could
That's
end
the good
up being
thing
a
of
good
it.
cup team, and maybe you have to be a good cup team first. Almost to an extent, what the Scousers did. They picked up a couple of pots first before they went and won the league, and maybe that's what we need to do. DC says, "Tell me I'm wrong." All in capitals. Zidane is brackets by far close brackets the closest thing we have to Frankie. I'd like to see minutes with the first team, not just Europa and such. Not expecting him to just walk in, but it could work. I think he's got a hell of a point. I agree in terms of playing style, but the level of quality to get to a Frankie de Jong level, I'm not saying it's not in Zidane's capabilities, but there's a long way to get to having a few good games on pre-season and being Frankie de Jong.
And I think as well...
But I agree on the sort of play style. Like Joe, it's quite tall, very calm, very composed, quite technical. He can go past someone. I'm not sure he's quite got the passing range that he does, but he can receive the ball under pressure. He's pretty press resistant. I still think, I know United want to turn him into a 10, but I think he's probably going to end up more of an 8, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, United want to turn him into a 6, but I think he'll end up more of an 8.
But I think as well, him saying the closest, I think Eriksen's going to be the one that plays that more.
Yeah,
I
actually think...
And I think I've not rated him all the way through. I don't think I've seen much of him. But I think Donny van der Beek will get more minutes now. I think there's this. I think he will. I think there's less of a risk.
And when we signed a manager that really liked him, and then he's not started a game.
The amount of people that abuse Ole Gunnar Solskjaer under that said, what's he doing? Why is he playing him? He's got to be doing it. He's got to be doing it. I'm like, well, okay, cool. But then Ralph didn't fancy him and went to Everton straight away.
Yeah, and then Eric's come in
and who
bought
has
2 midfielders.
2 midfielders and still fancies Bruno. And there's so many people who go, oh, that's the bold one. No, it's not. Bruno Fernandes is a better footballer.
Donny, come here, son. Go tell Casemiro he's starting.
That's it. I think you will see more of it.
Come here. Tell Alex he's starting with him.
You're gonna play in a couple of weeks. You are gonna play against Villa in the cup.
Yeah, when the League Cup comes.
We've got another super chat here from Country Factor Conferences. Guys, you need to be more optimistic. Happy, we've got to be happy. Put £500 on winning United win the league. Squad worth more than 500 million. With this good management, should be able to do this. Plus the World Cup break.
The World Cup break is interesting because nobody knows what effect that's going to have on the season. It's fucking bonkers that the World Cup is allowed to have took part November and December when they bid on the fact that we're not going to change it. Which they're on our stadiums. They're awarded the bid and they're like, yes, we can't do that. It's a desert, you dickhead.
I don't know. It's going to be mad because that is intense. The amount of bad tournaments people have, like England after the last 2 tournaments, the English players have had a great season in the league and then all fallen off a cliff. What if that happens in this tournament for the rest of the season? You've got the players that are maybe older that will play. Like Man United might get away with it, a couple of players, but Varane will play, Martinez will play.
Yeah.
De Gea might get away with it, but I don't think that makes too much of a difference. You might get away with it because we've got 2 young fullbacks that might not go. Delon might not play every week. Casemiro's going to go. Fred's going to go. Bruno's going to go. Eriksen's probably not going to go.
Is any big national team not made it?
Italy, but that's all right. Holland made it, didn't they? Did Holland make it? That was the weird one, wasn't it? Holland was
They were in the playoffs, weren't they? I don't know if they did make it.
Holland was the weird one.
Sporting Ghana, me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nice kid.
I don't know. I'll get giddy about England halfway through it. I'm not fully against them, but
Really?
I don't...
Come on, Jordan Henderson. Fuck off.
No, I can't do that, you're right. I can't do that. But no, I don't know.
Yay, Harry Kane.
Support
Fuck
Canada.
off.
Connor said Ireland missed it. The lad's big one. The big one. They missed it. They missed out. Ireland out there. Had to say it. Said it there. Netherlands did qualify, so
that's half our squad fucking going in, isn't it?
yeah. Malassi, maybe.
Depends on it because Louis van Gaal's clearly got a fucking grudge like an ex-bird with us.
It's mad how if Anthony goes from Ajax, Timber must be thinking, what's going on here, lads? Like, I turn this down. And then you've gone, manager's gone. I did it so I could maybe play in a back 3 with Van Dijk. And you don't play as well. Because is he going to come again? Do you think you get Timber and do you think he tries to do that? Or do you think that was just, I want one of the 2?
I don't know.
Because you can't.
I hope they're having a multi-window strategy at the moment.
You're hoping so. Yeah, you are hoping that.
I don't know if it's going to
Cardiff to United, no, but it wouldn't surprise me. Tyrrell and Donny Van der Beek won't be going. No, he's not playing enough football. You think we'll be up for Timber? No, but I do think that if we don't get Frankie de Jong and he stays at Barca, that's going to be all January stuff. Is that can we get him? Can we get him? Can we get him? It's going to be a lot of January doing that.
We need to double our corners tomorrow.
Double our corners.
Interesting.
Why is that?
Don't know.
Don't know. Have we got any? Ronaldo can edit.
We're shit at corners. I don't think we've scored a corner since 26th of May 1999.
We did. We scored one last year against Leeds.
No, we didn't.
We did. It happened.
No,
Harry Maguire went mad.
It's not happened since 1999.
So that happened. We didn't score that one. That was in the. Ronaldo scored one against Spurs as well.
Why are you doing Tough Mudder?
Because it's mad, and I've done it once, and that was enough.
Not doing it with me though.
I've not done it with you.
That's
and
gonna
I think
be
that's
so
going to
much
make
more
it.
funnier.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
No, it's not.
Well funnier.
It's not.
Definitely is.
Because you're going to be shouting at people. Because
Can
I
I
don't.
confirm or deny that?
The thing with if people's done Tough Mudder, the worst part of it is queuing for stuff. Because it's not like you're not running it like you're going to have to try and do a time. There's 14 charity dues in front of you.
Yeah, no. I'm just for me. I just got to finish it.
Yeah, but you sit.
Paris 10 next week. Tough Mudder the week after.
You stood there as you are covered in shite, and you're now queuing because someone's got to go going through this fucking thing and scared of it, and you're going, come on!
People
That'll be
scared
it.
of stuff's going to break me. Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but I do. Well, I would
The
like
electronic
to,
thing. Your tongue out like that for it.
I would like you to go through that mud thing and wade through that because I think.
Well, Janine's going to vlog it.
Are you wearing trousers for it? Or are you wearing shorts? Wear shorts.
Do you reckon? Is it a shorts gaff? Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got to.
I quite like.
And don't
what's
wear
happening
your
in
army
trousers,
boots.
though.
Army boot things.
I got some Under Armour trail shoes to the week.
Of course you have.
What?
Are they green?
You've seen them.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, they might be green. They might be camouflage.
Do
Some
that,
of them.
and then and make sure you tie them nice and tight because that mud bit
Yeah, I
is
don't
just.
want to lose one in there, do you? Excuse me, mate.
There was
My
when
shoes
I
down
did
there.
it, there was someone like with maybe not even halfway through doing it barefoot. Was barefooted by that point,
Fuck that noise.
and I think she lost her shoes.
I was debating doing it in
Of course, this is the £35 weight vest. Of course, you were.
in a tactical vest. Yeah, I was thinking of doing it in a tactical vest because why not? Why not though?
Just because no.
Paris 10's 10 mile target time of an hour 50 with £35 plus
It's
water.
not about because it's not that much of a. It's not.
So that's next Saturday.
But it's not a.
And then Tough Mudder is September the 11th.
It's not a can't you do this thing. It's not that kind of stuff. It's just kind of. You'll do it. You're not going to fail it. It's just minging some of it, and you're just gonna. And there'll be a time
actually.
you will slip and go flat on your face doing it, and
I'm sure.
in mud there.
That's when
And it's
Janine's
hilarious.
GoPro me. What's going on in October that we can do? You need to come and do some of these with us.
I'm not doing that though. I'll do. What's the
Soft
Paris 10 thing?
Bastard. 10 mile with £35. You need walking boots though.
Walking boots. Can't be that hard. Find some.
That's
walking
next
boots.
Saturday though. Janine's going to apply on the
Saturday,
day.
next
If you want to come and do it with us.
Maybe.
Go on. Is
Should we
anyone
do-
know anything that's happening in October we can do?
I
This is a
said
brew. We're not supposed to talk about what's going on. So let's talk
No.
about nonsense.
we could talk.
What's going
You
on
guys
in
gonna do
October that we can do?
Sober October. I said let's do that. Same kind of thing. So limit ourselves. Well, let's do no alcohol for the month.
Don't say what you're going to say.
No, nothing else.
Like what?
Don't know. Like snacks. I don't know. Well, yoga. I'm not doing yoga. We could do a whoop thing.
What? Who gets the highest strain for the month?
No, can't do that because you'll die.
I'll beat you though.
No, can't do that. We need to do something where it recovers everything, so you try and get your recovery and all that.
Am I
into
out,
it.
am I this week's winner, by the way?
Probably. You were from last week. Was it 2 weeks ago? I beat you by a long, long way.
Yeah, I was fucking injured.
You're always injured though. Yeah, but you're hiking. That's
big
it's
strain.
cheating. No. Oktoberfest starts in August or September, doesn't it? So we can't do all that. I don't know. We need the problem is we've done fitness challenges and stuff like weight loss things, and you can't do it over a month. You need to do it over a long time for that to even make any sense. And people give up. You need something for that month that you go, we've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 things.
Can you lot help us here?
And also,
is there, or an event, I'll just do like a single event. I ain't got the time to do a million different things.
No, and we can't have something with like whoops and stuff because the problem is with it, everyone's not got them and then, I've not done that, I've not registered, I've not charged mine. It ruins it at 4 weeks in.
Janine's well shit of her. She fucking wakes up, puts it on charge because she didn't wear it, and then goes and does something. I'm like, no wonder they don't fucking track what you're doing.
Just do that.
Got to leave it on all night, you know.
I think so, but a
Golf,
drawing every day.
Fuck off. No, that's not that sort of thing we're doing.
What else have we got? Something else in here.
There's an adults only night at my local soft play if you fancy that.
That sounds
I don't know what to say about that.
My Chemical Romance concert in California. Just go California on holiday. That's the event.
No, I want a hard challenge, like Paris 10, Tough Mudder, one of those things.
Get in the comments, leave us something.
There's a guy doing some, and I am nowhere near fit enough to do this at the moment, but I do want to do one of these in a few years if I can, which is an ultra marathon, where I think it's called, is it Dragonback? I think it's called, where basically you run along the ridges of the mountains all the way up through Wales. I think it's 380k.
Run?
Walk, obviously. But yeah,
Right.
but I think it's in stages. Marathon des Sables is one that I definitely want to go do, which is an ultra marathon through, I think it's the Moroccan desert.
The ultramarathon thing is mad.
They're just pure, because I don't know if you know this, the ultra marathon, no one's running like fucking Kipchoge through them bastards.
No, you just
walk.
You just walk with a bit of a trot to it, haven't you?
A bit of a trot every now and then.
Chris C says, Stephen, come to Stockholm and do Tough Viking with me.
That sounds
like him.
Yeah, go on. Google that. What's Tough
What
Viking?
is Tough Viking? Run up Snowdonia or walk? No.
Snowdonia's on the list of things to do. So's Penny Fan as well.
I was in Stockholm. It was good. It's expensive, though.
Tough Viking. Let's have a look at this.
First and largest obstacle race.
Chatting to a guy
There's fire,
who's
Stephen.
a veteran as well, that we're debating doing the tactical games in that there America, but we don't know where we can train.
Is that where it is? That'll be mad, that. So,
Wait. Tough Viking
27th of August.
in Djurgården.
That's tomorrow.
I don't reckon we're getting on that.
We're not getting on that. Maybe next year. What's this one?
So it's basically it's Tough Mudder, but with like.
Well, this is proper. The thing with Tough Mudder is it's built for people to do it as a charity thing. Right. That's the thing with Tough Mudder. I don't know whether this one is.
He's got fire by what? Info. I don't know what that means.
Wall by sat, tunnels, logs, trail running, monkey bars, heavy pull. This looks like something you would do.
The monkey bar stuff, Janine tells me, is well hard because everyone's just
Helsinki,
covering
10th of
in-
September. That sounds far away.
Well, that's only 2 weeks away.
And it's too far. No, we're not doing that. No, but that'd be good.
Go on, what else we got? Any other ideas from people? Tough
have a
Viking does sound good.
Sorry, we've got another super chat. Gambleware, the 500 bet was based on odds of 100 to 1. It pays out of 50. Guys, have Chelsea approach to management. Fire managers fast, 2 or 3 more players we can do. We can't be doing that. We're never going to be able to do that. We'll never spend the money to do what Chelsea do. So let's not do that. I don't even think they'll do that recently. Well, skydive, fishing match.
Chris says Dragonback I would do. Seems hell. It's going to be hard. That's definitely going to be hard. Ricky says Steve wants a challenge. Wear a Liverpool shirt every day for I don't want to die.
No
My dad will fucking do it with me if he sees me in that.
Go to Iceland and climb. You can't. But we can't just go and climb things on holiday. That's not a challenge. It needs something. It's relatively local. Dragonback thing. Do you have to? Is that organised, or you can just go and do that?
So
Drive around the Nürburgring. No. Definitely not with you. No chance.
Shitbag.
In the van. Take the van.
Yeah, take the Paddock
Bouldering. Chris C. Message me private. He'll sort it out.
Who? What's that?
Chris C. The Viking thing was thinking for next year.
All right. Okay.
Right. DM
Hang on,
Steve.
I'll show you this one. So this is the Dragonback one. So
Come to North Wales and climb Snowdonia. I've done that. I did that a couple of years ago. It was good. Good fun. Did it in August and it rained. It was no good. Camped as well, which I think that was the worst part of it. It wasn't actually the water that was bad about it. It's the fact I had to go back to a tent after it.
So the Dragonback race, it's 380 kilometres. That's a long way. Look, it's literally along the tops of the mountains.
No.
From Conway Castle to Cardiff, legendary multi-stage ultra-running journey down the spine of Wales, hence why it's called Dragonback. Right? You're climbing up to 17,000 metres. 6 days. I don't know why it says 42 countries. 600 dragons. I don't know if they're real dragons. Yeah, that's the route. basically from the tip of Wales right through the peaks, all the way down to that there Cardiff.
You need someone looking after you doing that.
Oh yeah,
Because you'll get lost in the middle of nowhere.
I won't get lost. I'm pretty good at nav.
Yeah, but when your phone dies and stuff because you've been tweeting someone.
Someone decided to argue.
Someone started to argue with you.
Tony Marshall.
Ethan's just told me I need to wrap up. It's been an hour in. Talked.
So look at the messages and
Go on.
see what people are saying.
Someone has said...
Do the Highland Games. I think I could do the Highland Games.
Or a kilt.
I'll wear a kilt for it. Fuck it. Why not? Go camping. Not hard. What's 21 Peaks?
Sounds like a worse version of 3 Peak Challenge.
I agree
to
with
me.
that.
Let's not do that.
Do
Leicester half marathon.
you mean like
in October.
Tough Mudder or Spartan Race? Yeah, well, Tough Mudder's next week. 3 Peaks in Yorkshire. 3 Peaks, someone said about doing the 3 Peaks. Have I done an Ironman? Is Ironman... What's the difference between an Ironman and a triathlon?
I don't know. I've never seen that. I've never got that. I think Ironman's
Ethan,
harder.
can you Google the difference between an Ironman and a triathlon, please?
Yeah. And then we will wrap up with Ethan. Don't you worry. Whilst he's looking at that, make sure you are checking out Green King. Click the link in the comments and the description. Download the app. If you're going out to the pub tomorrow, find the Green King pub to watch the game. You get loads of deals. You get a free drink. You get 10% off when you join the app. And also, if you sign up using code Paddock, you get a £5 off if you spend 15 quid. So that's, what's that, a few drinks and you get a £5 off it. So go and do that tomorrow.
A marathon. That'd be hard. Jed says, you could do a straight line challenge, basically travel across the country in a straight line, sneaking through back gardens, going up mountains without deviating.
Right, here's the... a triathlon can use any distance for swimming, cycling and running, although standardised distances while using Ironman involves strict adherences to a trademark distance of 2.5 miles swimming, 112 miles biking and 26.2 miles of running.
Do you reckon that's a coincidence that it's a marathon?
No.
I don't think it is it?
Absolutely no chance.
That with 35
I seen them do it. They do an Ironman relay in the European. For some reason, it was on the telly. They do a relay. So you only do like a mile.
Going to the cricket or watching a fucking Ironman on telly.
I came in, telly was on. There was an Ironman that's like this. Watch, see what they do here. So you only do bits of it though. So the run's like 3 miles, but then you pass it on. Someone else does the same little circuit. So you do a swim, cycle, a run.
Oh, so it's a team thing.
It's a team thing. So you end up doing it. I like that. I'm a fan of that. I could do that half bit.
What's Camino de Santiago?
That sounds like something.
Google Camino de Santiago.
You die.
I was doing running with the bulls and you all shit it.
I'm not doing running with the bulls. We're not doing these things. No.
Why? What's the worst that could happen? We die?
Yeah. I'm not sure about
die
that.
Eventually.
Everest is only 8 odd K, 8 grand to go and 8 grand?
Yeah, but it's not, is it? Because it's also 100 grand to do it.
It's 100,000.
Yeah, at least with the training that you need and the equipment that you need and all the rest of that sort of shit, it's 100 grand. And also, it's 3 months, so good luck not earning for 3 months. Oh, and also, have you seen it up there? It's like a fucking bus stop. There's just fucking thousands of people.
I couldn't
queuing up to do it.
People queuing up.
You think, oh, I'm just going to climb up this mountain because it's me on my own. No, there's a fucking million people slowly climbing up there to take a selfie.
It was annoying in going up Snowdon when there's 100 people at the top trying to get to the top to take the photo.
Camino de Santiago? Yeah, I've seen that on a few of the mountains and stuff.
Yeah, Snowdon, you get there and there's just loads of people trying to take photos and you're like, this is no good. Imagine that.
Fuck off.
But imagine that in Everest where you might die and someone goes, I've got to take a selfie.
Yeah, do you mind? Yeah, do you mind? I'm fucking dying here, you dick.
No, absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance. It's a pilgrimage walk to Santiago de Compostela.
But you're giving us bits of information here, but we need a
Where is it? How far is it? Have you ever thought of doing, what's the Machu Picchu? Have you seen Carl Pilkington do that? Where he walks through, you have to do a trek to get there, to see the old village. Fancy that. I fancy doing that. But, we can't do that in October, can we?
Well, no. Like, is there an event on in October?
Is there an event near a Europa League game? That's the one.
Yeah, is there
somewhere
like
in Moldova?
Cypriot fucking...
No marathons.
Cypriot log race or some shit like
Halloween's
that?
on.
Halloween. Dress up like Pocahontas, look like it can go to the
Steve,
cricket.
let's do a prediction for tomorrow's game and your Paddock game, both of them. Southampton at away.
We need back-to-back wins, don't we? If we win the next couple of games, we can get up to like 5th, and that'll do us that.
The big thing is we've got this game. This game. Oh. Back to 5th. What about United?
I think United, because of the rocky start with 2 games, I mean, United start and Paddock start's not too similar, apart from that we won our first game 7-0 and then got twatted in the next two.
Well,
After we drew.
We
and then
won the
got twatted in
Bangkok
the
Cup,
next.
didn't we?
United did win the Bangkok Cup, yeah. So, I think, I don't know. On United, because it's easier to fucking really figure out, because I have no info on my opposition unless I played them. So that's really hard to gauge. And it's really hard to gauge well, because when we go and scout our opposition, or we get any footage or feedback about our opposition, that's not who plays us. We have cup final problems, and we have a leveling up because of the cameras and shit like that. So that's a factor that you can never scout. How people react to playing us is one thing that we can never account for. And I think it's what United used to have. Like, people come to Old Trafford and have the fucking game of their life. On United's front, Southampton, I think, represents a good opportunity, because what you've got with Southampton is you have a team. You have a team that's going to be playing in a similar fashion to the teams that you've lost to this season. Not identical, but there's an ethos that they share, really, in terms of being hard-working, pressing sort of teams. And I think if you can overcome them convincingly, not just overcome them or get a result, but if you can deal with what they have and smash them, and Southampton do give you the opportunity to do that as well. If you can smash Southampton and overcome the things that you didn't overcome against Brentford and Brighton, that leaves us in a really positive position. If we succumb to that, again, you've got a fucking conundrum that you then need to carry on and figure out. But if you can get some momentum from this, you can almost go, okay, winning Southampton doesn't make up for the results against Brighton and Brentford, but it does represent that we have a way of playing against those two teams, which might just be Martinez and Varane at centre-half, and we're fine. That might literally be all you need.
And it might have just been, Martial playing. But
and Casemiro playing.
That could be the two things. But
and then I think you take that positivity then of two big wins, that means something. Because even though Southampton in isolation doesn't, I think you can attach meaning to the fact of their style of play that you've just defeated. You carry that then into beating Arsenal next week, or actually Leicester and Arsenal, because Leicester you should smash because they're in trouble. So I would approach Leicester as, let's have the opportunity to just fucking smash someone. And if you carry that then into Arsenal, then you've put a run of wins together, and I think United season's back on track.
The Arsenal game as well. If you get these two results, get to an Arsenal game, the way they've started, if you beat them, not only does it knock them out, because the thing is they've beat good teams, they're not bad teams, but
no, they've beat shit.
If you win that game, you knock them back a bit, it changes absolutely everything, doesn't it, with Arsenal? And it changed everything with United, where
they've beat the worst. They're running the opening three fixture was statistically the easiest running they could have got. They had the easiest start to the league.
who have they got this weekend?
Don't know.
Well, it's an easy game, but anyway, that'll be all from today. Paddock and Crew tomorrow, so if you're watching, get out there and go and watch that. This has been the Brew, hasn't it? Been good fun.
See you in a bit.
Jay will be back next week. See you in a bit.